Whatever y'all think, you be tuning in, it's Andy the Chef. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. And follow me on Instagram at Andy's Fine Ass. Shout out Push the Culture.
That's hard as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they asked you, what? So how many people are you expecting?
To be honest, I don't know. This is my first show that I've ever put on myself. That's such a big venue too. But I know that a lot of people around the area, the 570 area, Selinsgrove, Shamokin, Sunbury, Bloomsbury, I can probably get a good amount of people. I can expect personally probably like 25 people. But I want to be humble because I feel like it's so much better to just expect less than to expect more and be disappointed. So I'm going to say 15.
Capitol's a big venue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you could fit a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
So like.
But it's also Thursday. The show starts at 10. There's like some people, like for instance, the DJ is going to be my sister. And she has work that day. She had to call off. So I can imagine how many other people have work that day. Or, you know what I mean? 10 is also kind of early too.
Being from Bloomsburg, I think that bar going to be lit on a Thursday.
Me too. I think so too, honestly.
That's when the weekend
and Sheem, he still goes to school in Bloomsburg, I think. So he's putting the word around through the school, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the deficit I have is I don't go to school out here. So I just got to kind of work. I don't know any of these people that go to school and stuff like that, so.
No, I feel you. Yeah. So, like, with that being said, how many artists you got coming to the show?
4.
So it's you, Sheem.
Me, Sheem, this artist from Philly named KB, and my older brother.
What's his name?
He goes by Levi Music, but his name's Corey. He works at Planet Fitness in Selinsgrove. But yeah, he does like custom shoes and stuff. I'll show you later. He does like customs.
It's actually hard.
Yeah, no, like, he's nice.
Like
he's
Cool Kai, like type shit. You know who Cool Kai is? He makes like custom shoes and stuff. So that's actually hard. Out of this area, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna be on.
He was doing it so much, like he was making a living. He didn't even have a job. He was making a living off of doing customs. It was tight.
So he got a whole following like that. What's his Instagram?
LC Custom Kicks.
LC Custom Kicks. Got you. So we about to hop right into it. Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back. We live. It's Push the Culture. I'm Mike, and we're here with another interview today. So you know how we get into it. We giving y'all local artists, straight underground, you know, unsigned. So we just gonna get right into it. Today we got Andy the Chef. What's up?
What's good, y'all? What's good? Thank you for having me.
No problem, bro. So, Andy, let them know a little bit about yourself real quick. Anything you would want the people to just know about you?
I don't know, man. Like, what specifically?
So, we can start off with something like where you from?
All right.
With age?
I was born in Long Island, New York. And I grew up in this 570 area. I grew up in Shamokin. Just recently moved to Bloomsburg, so now I'm living in Bloomsburg. I'm 24 years old, and I make hip-hop music.
Word. Yeah. All right, so Andy the Chef, that's like, when you see that name, it's kind of like, what's this dude about? So where'd you get that name from? Where that inspiration came from for Andy the Chef?
Well, originally I was making beats, and in the beat space, people would call it like cooking up.
Yeah,
you feel me? You heard that
before,
right?
Of course, yeah.
And so I was like, yo, I want to do something like along the lines of the chef. And I was going with A1 the Chef at first when I was making beats, but I was like, that sounds so robotic. So I was like, nah. And then I went with Andy the Chef because my friend was telling me that when it comes to like, I don't know, trademarking or something like that, it's easier to get permissions if your government name is involved or something like that. So I was like, let me just go with Andy. But the chef is a metaphor, right? So everybody wants the finer things in life. Everybody wants the glitz and the glam, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They want the food, but they don't want to do the work it takes to get the food. So it's like, you got to stay cooking up if you want to get the food. So it's like a big metaphor.
I see what you're
You know what I'm saying? It's analogous for like, and it's also analogous for the beat making space and like creating music at all. You take a bunch of different elements, you put them together, and you get like you get a good sounding piece. Just like when you're cooking, you take a bunch of elements together and you chef up a meal. You feel me?
Word.
So it's a big analogy. It's a metaphor.
So word. I see what you're going with that. So the chef is kind of like a play on words, saying you just. So what I got from that, you saying people don't want to really, they want the good things, but they don't want to put in the work to get the good things.
Yes, sir.
And that's where you come in.
Yes, sir.
So you started really in music by making beats. At what point did you transition into making your own music now?
Well, I was making beats at first for like a year, just a year. I learned how to work Logic Pro.
What year was that? By the way?
It was 2018.
Okay, so it's not
So the
too far.
summer of 2018, I was making beats all summer. And then I started actually making music and putting out music. January 2019 is when I put out my first song. So I've been like rapping and making actual songs for like 3 years now.
Word. So I don't think Aquarius season even started in January. Why January 1st? It was just a new year.
It was January 19th I released my first song. It just kind of happened that way. I was at the crib actually chilling. My mom flipped on a beat. She was like listening to beats on YouTube. Because my mom actually she was making music before I was. She was making music ever since I was a baby. And she always had equipment in the house. So she was sitting at the computer one time in 2019, January. And she flipped on a beat and was like, Andy, like, you got to rap on this. And I was like, why not? And I recorded it. Yeah. It sounded nice. My brother was like, yo, that's tough. My older brother, because my older brother and my little brother, they rapped way before I did. Because I was just making beats, like I said. And so my older brother was like, yo, that's tough. He puts a verse on it, and then I just released the song. Song went crazy. I saw the Instagram stories. Yeah. I was like, oh, snap. I think I'm nice at this. And I was like, so I guess I'm nice, so I'm going to keep doing it. And that's when I started taking it seriously, because beforehand, I just wanted to make beats. And then my friends were like, yeah, you really should start rapping. Yeah. And I never really wanted to do it because I was a little scared. I was like, nah, I don't know how I'm going to sound on the mic, things like that. And then I did it. I saw the Instagram stories and people sharing it to their stories. I was like, damn, like, I guess people like this.
So your shit went viral. Was it like a local type of viral? So in your town it went viral?
It wasn't no like crazy shit. It was like, I probably had at that time like 500 followers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like local.
But still, like, I feel like every artist needs that, what's the word? That justification, I guess, from their peers. Like, all right, let me see if I can make music. Let me see if people are gonna like this.
Absolutely, but I feel like the stronger artists, at least the people, not strong artists, no. The people, excuse me, the people more confident in themselves don't need that. You know what I mean? Some people can put out trash and be like, it's the best stuff that has ever touched the earth. And that's something I'm jealous of, you know what I'm saying? Because I kind of needed that support system at the beginning of my career to be like, all right, let me start rapping for real.
I feel that. So, like, especially when you said that, like, I feel like it's a good balance, too, you know, like, that confidence and that justification from your peers, because if you dropping trash stuff and you have no confidence, I mean, if you dropping trash stuff but you have all the confidence in the world, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you don't care. You're going to keep putting out music, and that's like kind of like 50% of what this shit is, consistency. So if you consistently putting out trash, you're going to grow a fan base because they're going to like what you put out.
But if you're consistently putting out trash, you're not listening to your fan base. That's true. You're not listening to the people, and they're the ones that are going to dictate where you go in the game. Yeah. Like people got to like it too. Like you can't just be that confident where it's delusional. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. So with that being said, you also said you got into music from your mom. So she was a singer?
She made beats. I remember I'd be real little. She'd be cooking up beats on the keyboard back when you had to like record it and then record the drums and then record the, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so she would also sing. She had like songs on the radio back in the day, just trying to make a name. Then as I got older,
what's her name?
She would
what's her
she went by
name?
Logic. She went by Logic. Name? Yeah, with a K. And as I got older, she opened a little studio locally in Shamokin. And so she always had the equipment. The first equipment I recorded on was her equipment. Like I just stole a little interface. I stole a microphone, some cables, brought it back to school with me. And that was her equipment at first. So I'm blessed to have that equipment because that would be like $600 out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got to use her equipment at first.
You still had that equipment or not?
Yeah. Actually, I gave it back recently. I purchased my own stuff.
That's okay. That's tough.
Because it is a bless for letting me borrow it, so I wanted to return it too. You know what I mean?
That's love. That was your start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Yo, January 19, 2019, dropped your first song. What was the title of that song?
It was called The City. Yeah. It was just a song that just came from the heart, you know what I mean? Just talking about like the struggles of the inner city. My brother was feeling it too, so he just dropped the verse. It was over a boom bap beat I found on YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Boom bap beat, what's that?
It's like some 90s type doom, doom. You feel what I'm saying? Like just a boom bap type joint.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like some Big Daddy Kane type shit, like
Yeah.
it's like that. I see what you say. Okay.
Yeah, just some 90s stuff.
So you said from the heart, like, what did you go through in the city that you were talking about in that song? And is that
Honestly,
on platforms? Like, is that like a SoundCloud release?
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's on Spotify, YouTube. I got a music video for that on YouTube.
Check that out, y'all. My city.
Yeah. So I got a music video for that on YouTube and all that stuff. But mostly talking about, the struggles of, being broke, the struggles of going through like violence, you know what I'm saying, in problematic neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, just that perspective. And my brother, actually, I didn't expect it, right? So the neighborhood I grew up in we had to deal with a lot of racism. So
You said
it's like,
Karam or Shamokin?
no, this is Shamokin.
Okay.
So there was a lot of racism growing up there. And he actually started talking about that. I wasn't expecting. I was talking more like generally. But when my brother writes, he writes more like, some people write differently. He writes more about what he himself specifically kind of went through. And I kind of like it because I was talking generally, but him coming through with specifics, it kind of makes it hits harder. Feel what I'm saying? So that's what that's about.
I feel like it gives, when you say specifics, it gives people more of a thing to relate to.
Yes.
To make them more like play your music more.
Absolutely. Because sometimes general, like when you write generally, it's a little cliche sometimes, you know what I mean? But when you write specifically, people like, they get to learn about you as an artist, as a person. It's relatable, you know what I mean? Things like that, yeah.
Nah, that's real. So, like, what's your favorite Andy the Chef song?
That's a good question. My favorite Andy the Chef song is definitely a song that hasn't been released yet. Because, like, I'm the type of person where I make a new beat.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is the best beat I ever made in my life. And then the next beat I make a week later, I'm like, yo, this is the best beat I ever made in my life. And that's the same way where it goes with songs, too.
Yeah.
But I'm at the point right now where I'm feeling myself, like, I feel it get better. Like, I feel it, like, reach new heights. And I'm doing different things that I've never done before. And that's why I think it's a song that I never released. But a song that I never released is called Activia. That's probably my favorite Andy Chef song right now.
Say that one more time?
Activia.
Activia, okay.
It's going to release sometime this year. My favorite song that I did release is probably The City, just because of how real it is and how meaningful it is to my career and who I am. So The City is probably my favorite release song, yeah.
So when you got any new projects coming out, can we expect to see Activia coming out soon?
Nah. But I do got a project coming out late March, and it's going to pay homage to an old project or old songs that I have released. And so a lot of the fans...
Let them know about it, yeah.
The thing is, I don't have a title for it yet.
Okay.
Like, I know what I'm going to do with it, and I know how I'm going to release it, but I don't have the title for it yet. I still got to work out the specifics. But everybody who's been rocking with me from the jump and, like, really has listened to all my music from day one, they're really going to appreciate it. So it's exciting. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Late March.
Late March. You don't got a title. How many songs you think it's going to be on?
It's going to be 10 songs for sure. 10 songs. Yeah. I'm going to produce all the songs too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, do you do engineering and mastering too? Like, do you do everything, the whole 9 yards, producing, engineer, master?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
You got any ideas of creating a label in the future? And that's not
I thought about it, honestly, because if you can, all you have to do is get the business part down. If you got the creative stuff down where you can engineer, the thing is also being able to do all that would make it easier for me to find somebody to do that. Because I know what it takes to do it. So not only can I appreciate it from somebody else, but I can also look for a good one. You know what I mean? I can see what they're doing a little bit. So I feel like if I started a label, I think I could run a label. But it's like the business stuff is still very hard. I'm still figuring it out. So I don't know if I'd ever really start a label. That's why Chef Boy Productions is more like a production company. Because I can do videos, music videos. We can do engineering, mixing, mastering, production, making beats, things like that. Even writing if I need to. So Chef Boy Productions is definitely something that I'm trying to make a little bit bigger. But I don't know about label yet. Yeah.
Word. So you got Chef Boy Productions LLC already, or you still getting that worked out?
Actually, yeah. I got Chef Boy LLC. So Andy the Chef's under Chef Boy LLC, and Chef Boy Productions is under that.
Word. Congratulations.
Thank
you. Got a whole business structure going right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Right, yeah.
Speaking of your business structure, is that you got into like Chef Boy Productions. when I was looking into you, I did see you had a merch line and a website also, and then people could like get your vinyls for your albums and stuff if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
So it's kind of hard because when you first start the music business, like just the music business at all, if you want to be an artist, a producer, or anything like that, you don't think about where it could go. So you can be a dope ass rapper, you can be a good singer, but you also have to wear a couple of different hats if you're gonna be independent.
Yeah, that's right.
So the website was a little challenge to get the website set up, but you know, you got YouTube, and when you find some homies that can help you out, for instance, like my good friend Nick, shout outs to Nick, he helped me put the clothes together, and because he's a graphic designer, and he also did his own thing when it comes to clothing, so he knew about manufacturers and how to put the mock-ups together and tech packs and all that stuff, so he helped me put that together. Then when it comes to like Shopify and doing the website, you just got to kind of figure it out, you know what I mean? You got to try, and then you just get it together, you know what I'm saying? So like, opening up the store was a challenge, but it was a fun challenge, and it gave me another opportunity to connect with my fans. So now I got something tangible in this digital age where they can actually like connect with me on a different level. They have something, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, because I feel like if you're gonna pop, you need some type of marketing, and I guess like the merch line and what you're doing with the website is definitely a good marketing strategy.
It looks really good, right? Like it looks like I took it to that next level.
And it's especially being somebody where it's just you. It's like you don't have a team around you yet.
Yeah.
So like when you get that team, it's just going to amplify itself much more. So you feel me?
It looks professional. Like when you look the part, people are looking at you that way now. You know what I mean? If you have all songs on SoundCloud, it looks different than when you got stuff on Spotify now. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a step up. You feel me? You can make money. You feel me? Get your shit monetized.
Yeah.
That's another thing I wanted to get into. So as far as monetizing your music, has that been a challenge for you? And like getting paid off your songs?
It has, you know why? Because when you do a remix, you can't get paid for that. So I got a remix right now sitting on SoundCloud at 720,000 streams.
Close to 1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doja, right?
Nah, not just that one. It's a loading remix.
Central C?
Yeah. And that one's at 720,000 streams on SoundCloud, but I didn't get a single penny for that. The Doja remix that had 7 million on TikTok.
Wait. The Doja remix that you did has 7 million views on TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely. 7 million views on TikTok.
Right.
And then that translated to 300,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a single penny for that because it's a remix. So that's where monetizing gets tricky. When I do those remixes, however, I do it knowing that even if it blows up, I'm not about to get a penny, and I'm not looking for a penny. I'm doing it for like promotional purposes and also just for the love of the music. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Otherwise, being my own producer helps a lot. Being my own engineer helps a lot to monetize my things. I don't got to worry about split sheets and publishing things and things like that. Just my name on there, like everything. I'm not against working with producers. It's just how it happens sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it hasn't really been a challenge. No, monetizing my work, no.
Word. So let's get into what you mentioned about the streams and the Doja. And you said Loading by Central C.
Yeah.
You tapped into the UK drill scene real quick? Because I'm definitely a fan of UK drill music. I
like
me
too.
Central C. Who else? Dutch Avelli. I like M. Honcho. Who else?
The UK
D-Block Europe, all the niggas, you feel me? That's a whole different ball game out there. So that's kind of dope.
It's its own vibe, and it's really just like a fuckable vibe for real. But I'm sorry, can I curse on here? Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Okay, where my fault. But I like the UK drill scene. Like the drill beats, the drill wave is crazy, and I heard the Central C beat. I heard that beat and I was like, this joint is crazy. So I just had to do a remix. I did the remix and it just started going crazy on TikTok related to translate to SoundCloud because that's where the conversion comes from. TikTok is very good when it comes to converting from a social media platform to Spotify, SoundCloud, all of that. Nothing converts like TikTok does. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the UK drill scene. There's a producer I'm working with out there. He goes by Sesh Nolan. And he actually just recently did a song with Roddy Ricch.
Give him a shout out real quick.
Yeah, at Sesh Nolan on all platforms. And he just did the beat for the last song that I just put out last Friday. It's called The Scene. He did that beat, and I have like 2 more songs on the way. And yeah, we about to get cooking for real. Yeah. That's about the only artist I'm tapped into though, over there in the UK. But yeah. The internet's a crazy place, bro. It makes the world so much smaller.
Yo, that's real shit, man. You get connections from everywhere.
Everywhere,
tapped in
bro.
from everywhere. So, like, I'm going to go tapped in with that monetization thing. We kind of went past a little bit before. So, learning what you know now about monetizing and how the songs that generally had the most success from you were from remixes. So, like, what did you learn from that when you're trying to get your own stuff to pop off that same way? You feel what I'm saying? So, like,
I learned that riding on an artist's name is enough in and of itself. So what people need is a reason to listen to your music. When you're a new artist, people need a reason to give you their time. Because they kind of expect you, like there's somebody I knew who didn't listen to my music simply because I wasn't famous already. When really, that's how people become famous, by listening to an artist who isn't famous yet.
then people got it backwards.
People got it backwards.
Yeah.
So I realized that people need a reason. That's one thing I really learned, is that they need a reason. And using that artist's name is that reason. So it's like cosigns and connections gives the listener a reason to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Are you signed?
Nah.
Have any labels ever reached out to you potentially about getting signed?
A few, especially after that TikTok video blew up.
Which one?
A
The
couple.
Central C one?
Nah, the Doja remix. When that one blew up, I had a few labels hit me up. So a handful of labels had hit me up.
What labels can you tell us? Or
There's just some small labels, honestly. You know what I mean? Some labels are offering artists like hundreds of thousands. It wasn't like hundreds of thousands, but it was a good chunk of change.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, no, it's a good chunk of change. I had to say no to though, because labels want to get their money. You know what I mean? So they want to own your music in ways that might not make somebody comfortable. So I had to turn some labels down. You know what I'm saying? But it was tempting to say yes to. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody offers you some bread, and you're like, this could change my life, my situation right now. But
yeah, for real.
Right now, exactly, because then they're gonna want their bread later.
Exactly. So you kind of navigate a little bit differently and kind of declined it. So that says a lot about you.
Word.
You know, it says a lot about what type of career path you want to take.
Exactly,
So
bro.
I respect that.
Exactly.
Let me see what else I got for you. So we can talk about your TikTok presence. So that's one thing that you seeing a lot now lately is more artists or more like rappers or anybody are using platforms like TikTok to promote their music. So looking at it, you have amassed a total of 3.4 million likes on TikTok and just under 300,000 followers. That's kind of correct?
Yeah.
So can you give the audience some tips on how to increase their social media or like the importance of marketing on social media to get you?
Well, I've seen TikTok change people's lives, bro. Like people going crazy on TikTok. One song could go crazy, and then you got, like I said, like labels reaching out to you, people trying to sign you. You get just songs going crazy, and then you have a fan base. Another thing is it's free. TikTok is free. You post up in front of a camera, you give them some quality content, and you can blow up. So I would say some tips would be 2 tips. 1, be consistent. You got to really want it. You know what I mean? Because you can't expect every single video you post to go crazy. So you got to keep swinging the bat. You feel me? And 2, give them quality content. You know what I'm saying? Give them some quality performances. So some songs I have mixed and mastered and done remixes, full remixes that were only 15 seconds long, just for a TikTok video. So I'm here writing a little song, mixing it, recording it, and then posting up, doing a little video, to give somebody like a reason to follow me, a reason to go through my videos. You know what I mean? They're getting quality stuff. I'm just posting anything. You know what I mean? So those 2 things could really help anybody who's looking to get a little fan base on TikTok.
Word. Content is very important, especially in this day and age. If you don't got no content, you can't expect to be an artist, like a credible artist nowadays. but that is what's crazy. So I think I got a couple more questions for you, bro. Would you mind telling us? Actually, I got a couple more questions for you. How much money have you made off streams so far?
On streams alone, it's like one thing I did notice now that I'm doing this and trying to take everything to the next level is that streams don't pay as much as other facets in music, as other sources of income
Like a
in the
clothing
music
brand?
industry,
Yeah,
like the brand, like the clothes and merchandise and shows and things like that. Since I started making music, I've probably made a band in 3 years off of streams.
off streams alone.
And that's 3 years, bro. But I have made money doing freelancing, doing mixing and mastering for people, making beats for people, selling merch, doing shows, things like that. So that collaborative effort, and I think it's a problem of Spotify and Apple Music, bro, because they don't pay what they could be and what they should be. I think people are giving away quality art these days for nothing, just to get a little bit of notoriety. Like, for instance, TikTok has some talented people. Not just TikTok, Instagram, you can find talented people everywhere. And you're seeing their work, their art, their music, listening to it for little to no money. And I think that's a problem of Spotify and Apple Music. They should definitely be paying the artists more.
Somebody definitely got to sue Apple Music and Spotify one day.
Yeah.
I think you get like 10 cents a stream, or maybe like
Less.
Yeah, probably less than that.
You
Less
get
than
like
10 cents a stream.
0.3 cents
A stream.
a stream or something
So
like
for
that.
you to make, a million streams isn't even, when you're thinking about it.
It's not
what's
even
that?
crazy
It's
crazy
not.
money like that.
Imagine how it was before when everybody thought you sold a million things. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you popping now, but
Yeah.
a million streams isn't really anything. Because they don't really give the artists. I think Tidal gives out the most money. If I'm not tripping.
Tidal gives out the most money, then it's like YouTube, and then it's like, I don't know, but I know Apple Music gives more money than Spotify. But yeah, they gotta step it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
But nah, like it's not that bad though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are other ways to make bread than just the streams. You feel me? Yeah. And SoundCloud just did something sweet for their artists. They pay in SoundCloud now. They pay artists based on their listeners' habits. So you can have a good 100,000 consistent listeners listening to your music OD because you're actually touching their hearts, you're connecting with them, or just making solid music that they're fluent with. And they're paying you as if you had 1 million listeners, like on Spotify.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. I like that about SoundCloud.
Word.
But that's what I'm saying, Spotify and Apple Music could be doing.
They could be. I feel like SoundCloud is more for the people, you know? That's
Yeah.
what everybody like starts off. It's kind of like where we all come through, you know, we meeting each other, but we step up to Apple and Spotify. It's like, it's bigger business.
Yeah.
But I feel like if SoundCloud kind of cleans up the image and maybe invest into getting artists some money, you know, when they get the streams. I don't know if they do that already, so I'm not going to say like, all right, but if they maybe invest in getting artists some money, then that would potentially boost their platform.
Then they'll be up there with Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. For me?
For sure. So as far as the music streams and everything, we got into a lot about what Andy the Chef is about. You know, your past, you know what you got about to release. What are your plans for 2022? Like, do you have any goals that you want to achieve this year?
Absolutely. Definitely want to do way more shows. Start connecting with my fan base on a interpersonal level instead of just like digitally or things like that. So definitely way more shows. And release more music. Just give my fans way more music because last year I think I only released one song last year. So those are two things that I really want to do. Just keep growing.
Wow. Okay. So putting out more music and doing more shows.
Yes,
you got
sir.
one show coming up.
Yeah.
You know, we can get into that. So about this show coming up, can you let them know, give them some more details?
Capital in Bloomsburg this Thursday, February 10th at 10 p.m. So it says at 10 p.m. It's going to be me, Shimura, Crush K, and my older brother, Levi Music. So Thursday, we're going to get live at 10 p.m. at the Capitol. Yeah.
So what's the headlining like? So you performing first or last?
I'm performing last. Yeah.
Okay, so you the end the show.
Yes, sir.
So we can expect you to go on at what time?
Well, it's gonna be an hour long, so I'll go on anywhere from. I'll probably go on like 11, around 11ish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Word. You excited?
Yeah, I'm hyped.
First show of the new year.
Yeah, I'm hyped, bro.
Yeah,
This is my first time performing in Bloomsbury too.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm hyped. It's gonna be live.
So if y'all don't know, we at Capitol with it, man. Everybody tune in. So I got 2 more questions for you, bro. What's success for you? Like, what is success? Like, what do you see yourself when you hear the word success? So for your music career, what do you envision when you see success? Like platinum plaques, millions of dollars, a big house, a mansion. Like, what is success? Like, what do you feel like? All right, I've done it.
3 things. 1, my family's taken care of. Right? Don't got to worry about nothing. My family don't got to worry about nothing. That's 1 thing. 2, platinum plaques, obviously. Gold platinum plaques, because then, like, nobody can say anything. You did what you came here to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And 3, there's this video of Roddy Ricch that I saw on Twitter, and you can see the crowd. It was full stadium. He's singing Die Young. He puts down the mic, right? And the beat cuts off. And you hear the crowd in unison, so loud, just singing every single word. And the energy spoke through the phone, bro. Like, I was moved. I was like, damn, that's what I want. That's the goal. You know what I mean? Bring everybody together, connecting through music, feeling the same thing and at the same time. That's the goal. That's the 3rd thing that I want. That's success right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that answer too. I'm not going for it. That does sound kind of chilling. I actually saw Roddy Ricch perform too as a
Word? I'm jealous, man.
I saw him at Made in America. It was tough.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
Definitely hard.
He's nice.
All right, my last question for you, bro. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So 2027.
5 years, I want to be right there. That's what I want to be.
I want to be in the middle of that stadium.
Middle of that stadium, packed, where the whole crowd is just singing one of my songs with me.
What song is that? You think that song's out already? Or
Nah,
you think it didn't?
That song didn't drop yet. Nah. 5 years? No way. That song didn't drop yet. Yeah.
All right, man. I think the people know a lot about you.
Yes, sir.
We excited. We definitely gonna be in tune for that show
Word
this
up.
Thursday. We definitely gonna be in attendance. We gotta make sure y'all there.
Yeah.
But Andy the Chef, it's been real.
Thank you for having me, man. Push the culture.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me. Man.
Tune in, man. If y'all don't know, like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna be here for more videos, and we're definitely gonna be hearing from Andy the Chef real soon. Appreciate you.
I just want one of them gold plaques sitting nice and shiny up inside the glass. It'd be real cool if we did that. Get my mama crib with the fattest view. Now that's only 2 if I did the math. Fuck it, get a last in the way. I love the challenge.